So in this video I'm going to be talking about Lilith's Curse and when to use it. This is an aura blast that she does. So I'm going to go over my build first and I'll tell you why I have my build like this before I actually go into what Lilith's Curse does. So I have 2 points into Cardio, 2 points into Artful Dodger, and that's going to help me with here. She gets maximum stamina regeneration, 24% with the aura, and we're going to increase that with Master of Influence. Damage reduction, you want this just in case he summons boss. Henrietta could really kill you. And here, basics, survivor, all you need is 1 point into Fear No Evil. Your fear will get reduced on point just for having 1 point into this, so I feel like this is necessary to solo point if you need to. Tougher Than Hell also stacks with Soul Eater as well, which maximum damage reduction is 24%. So I'm also spec'd into range, so I could use Grenade Launcher. Also for the balance bar as well, you need balance bar is king. So now let's go over Lilith's Curse and Soul Eater. So right here at 0 prestige, you're gonna be the cooldown 60 seconds. That doesn't really matter. The maximum charge is 70. That's not gonna matter. The only thing that's really increased at P5 is the damage. Maximum damage is to 880 from 800. The health that's going to be restored is 500. Now, you're going to know when to use this ability because your aura blast is going to change from purplish orange to just dark red. And that's the maximum charge. And when you press that, it's going to do that max damage and max healing. The reason I'm talking about this is because Soul Eater here, Ruby regenerates health up to a certain threshold, of being a dark one. She can't collect or use an amulet. In return, she absorbs the souls of evil units that die within her aura, improving its effects. Now, it tells you here what the max damage is to have all this. Right? So the max stamina you can have with full souls is 24% at P1, 35 max cooldown reduction, 24% for max damage reduction, and 24 maximum damage percentage. So we're going to go into tutorial here. And the reason we're going into tutorial is because we're going to show you the pink Fs that she can put into her aura. So as you see at the bottom right, we have 0 out of 35 souls.
Passages has resurrected a Kandarian demon. I cannot rectify my error, but execution of the following instructions may yet dispel the spirit.
There we go.
Carbonated magic in a can.
I've drawn a map and split it into pieces
Can't
to
take
hide
an
them
amulet.
from the demon. Gather the pieces to find the location of the Kandarian dagger and the lost pages of the Necronomicon.
So right now we have no pink Fs. So you see that was 3 souls from 1 unit. Another 3. So it's not really consistent how many souls you get. And I'm not entirely sure if this is just a tutorial thing. So I'm going to test out some other things. So as you can see, if you do a finisher, how many souls do we get? We get a lot more. And we're going to take the pistol here.
Not too shabby for a
Actually,
free
let's
gun.
use the hunting rifle. And see if we get more... Ooh.
Have you considered moisturizing?
So, yeah. It's only 3. Well, maybe not. 4? Let's try one more time. So yeah, 4. We get 4 for a headshot, and then 4 for a finisher. Oh, we're maxed out on souls here. So, what I should do is I should round them all up here. But, let's get some pink Fs.
Well, I've tasted better. Maybe it's having some effect.
Perfect, okay. Stamina first. I don't want you to run at me. Let's go for purple here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I understand. Too close. Let's go here.
No accounting for taste, which is good.
Business has none.
I'm just gonna open these so we can get the pink Fs here.
Fizzy, but tasteless.
Let's see. The range goes up to 40. And you see that it's going to help with cooldown reduction and damage reduction and damage reduction. Interesting. Let's go here. So we don't have that final pink F. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3 pink Fs there.
as this looks,
3.
it does the trick.
Let's get another aura here. Interesting. So, there we go. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough souls here to make it go red.
Final
follow
piece
me.
has been collected, making the map whole again and revealing the whereabouts of
You
the
two, I
Kandarian
want you to
dagger and the
follow me.
lost pages of the Necronomicon.
Is there any money units? So let's go. Follow me as well. So you don't want to use your ability when the unit is right next to you, because you have a couple seconds before you can dodge. So as you see, it's kind of reddish purple, and we do 440 damage, and we get the souls that are from the dead units. Now, this is good to use against certain demons. Warlord is one of them.
Your team has awakened the lost pages.
Puppeteer,
terror into the
and
black
Necro.
art of evil.
This is a
Expect
very good
resistance.
ability to use against Necro. The only thing you need to do
Your group has obtained the lost
is
pages.
you need
The
to
living
kill
are
Evil
one step
Ash
closer to defeating the
before
Which is good.
Business has
you use
not.
this ability, because if he has his resurrection ability up, all those units that you kill with your
You
aura
have
blast
activated the Kandarian dagger.
are just going to
All
come back
manner of
alive,
evil
and they're going to come
spirits
back
will
stronger
sense their
too.
imminent doom
This is why
and
I
attack
think
accordingly.
Necro is one of the counters to Ruby. I mean, yes, the units
Your team
can't
now
catch
holds
her,
the Kandarian dagger.
but
An
during
ancient
book phase,
weapon carved from human
they are very
blood.
strong to use against.
But maybe it's having some effect.
Oh, nice, we get the mechs over here.
Armed
Problem
with
is
the
there's
lost
not enough
pages
units.
in the Kandarian dagger, you must now expel the Dark Ones.
And I'll
from
go
the
over the
realm.
demons that Aura is good against.
Whoa.
So,
This is too much, even for me. Let's throw some light on the situation.
so our souls go up to 50, even though it said maximum charge. When you activate your ability, right? Let's see. Problem is I don't have enough souls to activate my ability. Let's see.
I hope you learned a lesson.
There we go.
The
There's the
Necronomicon
unit.
is complete. Defend it to seal the breach between our world and the next.
So 4. Instead of 3 souls, it's 4 when you do a finisher. I'm not entirely sure if that's just
Kanda Samonda Enzin.
So I'm going to go why the Aura Blast isn't good against certain demons. And kind of explain everything. So the reason the Aura Blast isn't very good against Schemer or Ball is because he doesn't really place a lot of units out on the field. It's normally proxy portals and it's 1 unit. So in this way the Aura Blast is not really necessary. You want to have the max damage reduction you can provide for your team. And that's going to be necessary against Ball. The only time you use your Aura Blast or Lilith's Curse is during book phase against Ball. And that's because the elites take less damage. And your Aura Blast is going to be very good to destroy the balance bar. It doesn't say anywhere that it actually affects the balance bar, but it does. So I don't know if they need to change the wording for that as well under Lilith's Curse. Plaguebringer as well. Or the Aura Blast is not very useful. It does damage the units pretty well, but I only use the Aura Blast during book phase. Once again, against the elites or against the basic. This is really going to help you. Warlord, Puppeteer, and Necromancer. Now this, you can charge up your aura during the objectives and to use it. I think it could be very useful to clear hordes of units. Puppeteer can swarm the field. Necromancer definitely has that ability to swarm the field. And Warlord does as well. It's kind of harder with Warlord, but she does have the potential to do so. So in this way, you could use it during the objectives as well. Another reason why you could use your ability is you could use your ability for your own healing. Like the demon is focusing you and you can't drink his gems, so you use your ability. But don't just use your ability right in front of the demon, because while you're using your ability, you can't dodge. So use dodge, then use your ability, and then start training the demon, right? Dodge around, chain finishers, do these kind of things so that you can use your Aura Blast to heal yourself back up. I think that one of Ruby's worst lineups is against Necro, but it could also be one of her best, right? Because one of the best weapons for her is the grenade launcher, which is really powerful against Necromancer, and her Aura Blast can destroy all the units. The only time she's bad is when Evil Ash is still up and his Resurrection ability is up. And normally, I have expected to hear expanded skeletal support so that all the units she destroys will just come back alive. The only problem with this is that I can't spec it to damage by going up this way. I have points into this as well because I'm working on Prestige right now. As you can see, I'm not really trying to waste points here. Spirit points to level him up. I have only 10 games left to do the 75 completed matches. But Lilith's Curse could definitely help with bad influence as well. You're not going to be affecting the balance bar, but you're going to be doing a ton of damage to all the units here that are around. And these units have a lot of health. And especially if somebody's expected to heal, you're going to be doing a ton of damage to those units. You can wipe out the whole units if you plan it correctly. It requires a lot of setup to use her Lilith's Curse, and you have to plan it correctly. A demon can plan around it as well. So, yeah, I'll put some clips in to show basically how I use Lilith's Curse. So, yeah, stay tuned, and I'll talk to you at the end of the video.
This is Professor Raymond Noby, log entry number 6. I can never make amends for the evil I have unleashed, but I have devised a method to halt its spread. If you're hearing this, follow my instructions.
Hey, not too shabby for a free gun.
Search nearby for pieces of my map. It contains the location of the items required to banish the demon.
So honestly, I want to go back for that explosive crossbow. Normally that would be good, but we want to get these mappies as soon as possible. I need a melee weapon here.
Gather around the light. I want everyone in plain sight.
Shit, no. Perfect, melee.
Guys, Ruby's here. I'll sort it.
Shit. Don't want that, okay, in there. So... unfortunately, there was no chest there. Let's take a look and see what... okay. Just to see where that legendary was. We're gonna need to know eventually. So, 3 souls for a finisher. So it's not consistent.
This fairy tale is about to get bloody.
Okay, there's a chest upstairs.
As unappetizing as this looks, it
X
does
is
the
better. Run through this house just to see if we hear... oh, perfect.
No accounting for taste, which is good, because this has none.
Let's put this into range here. Nope, we don't have enough yet. Okay.
See you in hell.
So we have 4 in quick study now, so we're doing a 4% increase.
Have you considered moisturizer? Time to go.
We really want to get our range up though to 20.
You now hold
You know
the
what?
first piece of my
Let's
map.
grab the meat cleaver
Small but strong.
because it's the
skeletal.
best weapon in the game. Fire tower. So we are kind of the closest for that. I do want to get that legendary chest though. So I may head down. Just to get it. Is this an amulet? I'm gonna take the blunderbuss instead. Ooh, this is not good. We're gonna backpedal here. Oops. There we go. Now we're gonna distract the demon here. Let's see, did he trap this out? No, he did not.
Your team now holds another piece of the map. Keep it close and continue.
Oh no, he demarked that. That's fine. Ooh, they took all the ammo. Alright.
Busy, but tasteless.
Got that. Let's go point into aura and range here. So we're gonna distract the demon because he's on us. Might as well. Normally there's a chest that spawns here.
Don't worry, I'll take it. Kind of painful.
So we're already almost max souls here. I don't think the demon knows what he's doing. As you saw, he power possessed a unit and then ran at us with his head cut off. That's fine. Because it's really going to be able to... I'll be able to get some ammos here and be able to use this. Let's see. I want to get all ammo types. I know we only have warriors here. But... yeah. We're actually making our way down to... oh, so we got some ships here. It's good to remember that. Down to the farm. And I feel like that's where... let's see, are you going to possess this car? No, you're not. Okay. Because we don't get an ore up as high as possible here. We want the max amount of souls so I could tell you... show you what the indication is. Of when it looks like when you're fully charged with Lilith's Curse. Ooh. I mean, he is power possessing, but yeah, he's just not maintaining his infernal energy. So normally there's a lot of chests back here, but let's see if we get unlucky. Only a common. And I know we're using a weapon.
The final piece has been collected, making the map whole again and revealing the whereabouts of the Kandarian dagger and the lost pages of the Necronomicon.
Like I said, it doesn't matter if we get possessed here. He can waste a lot of our ammo. But,
This is only gonna go one way. You know that, right?
let's see. Let's put it into fear. Just so, yeah. So we have a second ore there. Let's see. Is there another chest here? I'm gonna drink a Shams.
That's no ordinary can of pop.
I'm sensing something. White magic.
I need to have max aura to really be effective with the Lilith's Curse. But maybe he's gonna be. So let's go here.
The survivors have begun to
no.
collect the lost pages of the Necronomicon. Be vigilant.
They started
Spirits of the book will stop at
objective.
nothing to halt this process.
You gotta go. No chest there. We have 600 yards to go out. Our aura isn't maxed out yet. Oops. Let's just get to the road so we don't flip the car. I did hear a chest back there as I was driving away.
I made light.
So right now we could use our ability, but it'd be kind of pointless. We're not being overrun really with units, and our health is pretty high, so it's better to maintain the souls that I have.
You hold the lost pages of the Necronomicon, the rarest and most powerful artifacts in our world.
So let's go for melee now. And let's see if there's any chest over here. We want to have at least 50 souls. I think they're... Yeah, I think they're just going to leave me and start the next objective. That's unfortunate. So we need to go. Oh, that's a legendary. I'm definitely gonna open that.
No accounting for taste, which is good, because this has none.
Yeah. He may come back for that. May not. Let's see. Nope. There's in chest of that tree.
This is too much, even for me.
The Kandarian dagger is nearly yours. Summon your courage and stay close.
Ooh. How unfortunate. Perfect. There's a chest here. So once again, there's not a lot of units on point here, so there's no really reason to use my ability. When the point becomes overwhelmed, that's when you want to start using your ability. So let's start there. Oh, it's finally maxed out here. We'll go with here. So as you can see, I'm kind of just holding on to my souls here. No real reason to use my ability. Our healths are up, and there's not a lot of units on the field. Now I'm not spec'd into melee, but as you can see, I'm 20 on quick stunning, so I'm doing 20% more damage with melee right now.
The living have seized the Kandarian dagger. You are one step closer to defeating the spirits of the book.
Well, I've tasted better. Maybe it's having some effect.
The
I guess he doesn't want
lost pages
that.
and Kandarian dagger are in your possession. You have all you need to banish the Dark Ones back to the Deadlands.
So this is where I'm going to be using Lilith's Curse now. Not during the Dark Ones here, unless he summons a lot of units and we can't handle it. Then I can use Lilith's Curse, but we're going to be using Lilith's Curse during book phase. My flashlight's off. We're not that far away, so normally I wouldn't run in case the demon comes here and gets power possessed and I'm out of stamina. It could turn out very costly. Let's see. Yeah.
Let's throw some light on the situation.
We don't really need to reduce our fear. I'm just doing it for the hell of it, to be honest. We have everything we need for the Dark Ones. And book phase. That's fine if he wants. He's possessing elites right now. That's really not needed for us. It's easy to dodge. He's still running after me. That's a power possessed elite too. Yeah. Yep, they'll run. So I know, I do hear Algos. I know he's right there. I'm just doing the dark ones here. It's not really necessary to use my ability. My health isn't low enough for me to use my ability. And I have a shimp I could use. Sometimes if you want to preserve shimps, it's good to use. This guy's possessing elites only. So I could just dodge up. So now we want to use our ability. Now this thing takes less range damage, so we can't do anything to this, to be honest. This is a power possessor, we do want to take care of it.
Protect the Necronomicon with your life.
Okay. 7 seconds here. Let's just kill it. So as you see, we used our ability there. Ooh, we stepped right in front of this. And we're going to be able to get our souls back here. We want him to focus us instead. As you see, they're doing enough damage here. Really do. Without having full souls here. Now we almost have full cells already, and it's only been like a minute. So we're going to use our ability here. We're going to wait for that elite to come out. And there's the elite over there. He's not possessing it. We're just going to hold on to our ability. As you can see, it's purple and red. Oh, that's the explosive crossbow for you. So as you see, even though you could still collect souls while using this ability. Okay, see there's the max thing right there. And look at that. The elite just disappears. So Puppeteer, you don't really need to use your Aura Blast a lot. Only during book phase against the elites. So I hope this guide helped you out. If you have any demons that you have questions about to use Aura Blast, leave it in the comments.
Hopefully.